seen their friends, and they've seen themselves become immeasurably altered by this for the lifetime, and they are the people we should be listening to. And people will be like annoying people who are trying to disrupt the debate, like Ben Shapiro. They'll be saying, we shouldn't be listening to these people. And so my response, and this is, again, I'll say this has been a rallying cry. If you are old enough to get shot by a gun, then you're old enough to have an opinion about it, if you so choose. And these Parkland students, they really make those words become truer and truer every day. This is the scary part. This is the part that really should have politicians quaking in the boots. This is not the last time you're going to hear from these people. They will be back, and they will be forceful, and they are going to be the people who will lead the next generation to hopefully try and make the world a better place and really influence the way we see things now. It's really going to, once they get in there, I think it's going to blow up. As David Hogg said, you can hear the power of the people shaking. Emma Gonzalez there, it's a speech we just played for you, a very impactful speech that I'm sure people are going to be talking about today, tomorrow, and for many years to come. All right, this is our show. This is our March for Our Lives official recap show. And another thing I want to talk about is my personal March experience. And there has been, this has been my first. Went over to New York City today. It was a lot of fun, and I was in there. People were holding the signs, whether it be ACLU signs, whether it be Planned Parenthood signs, whether it be signs like most of the signs, the majority of the signs, were not professionally made. They were signs brought by caring, passionate people. And to me, that is something that, I expect. I'm going to expect that coming in. And first of all, I want to say that, boy, it took a pretty long time to get started. We're in the back. It was literally a 30-block protest. This never happens in Washington, D.C. You get a pretty big cause that's about half that size. In New York. People, the reporters were out there, they were coming out and they were saying this is like New Year's Eve level numbers, because we went from 86th Street, 87th Street, I think was the point where we actually came in 84th Street, in Central Park West. We marched all the way down Central Park. We stopped by Columbus Circle, turned and went to Times Square via 6th Avenue. So that's where we went. It took a while. We marched, we chanted, we waved our signs, and there was some music speakers going by as we continued. So, yeah, it was really an incredible incredible experience. My first march was kind of unfortunate that we didn't hear the speakers because they were only 60 blocks or 20 blocks away. They were in 62nd Street. That was where the podium, the stage was. But yeah, they continued on, and they were. It was a very powerful march, a very powerful experience throughout that entire time. People were so passionate. There was a chants rising up everywhere. I mean, you got to be a little bit patient if you're in the back, but I'll say that. But it was definitely something that I felt like kind of as someone who attends a school and it lives in America, it was something I really need to attend, and attended I did, and it was well worth the experience, especially coming from where we were in relation to New York City. It was not that hard of a commute, and the good thing about New York City is there will be marches. When there is major marches, you're going to expect to see some kind of a sister march in New York City, so that's a good thing if you live near New York City. Anyway, very, very impactful march, and I'm so glad we can bring this to you today. This has been Newsflash, our special March for Our Lives coverage. It's been fun, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to today's show. We will be back on Monday.